Hey guys, welcome back to Science. Today we are going to do a little test review. We do have a test today. On Friday in your packet, I sent home Chapter 7 test, and you guys are going to complete it after I do a little bit of a review with you guys. I trust that we're all going to be honest and trustworthy when taking this test. You are to take it on your own, so this video shouldn't be on. Your book shouldn't be open. Your parents shouldn't be helping you. They can help read to you the questions and the answers. However, you guys need to be ultimately taking this test on your own. So I trust that we're all going to do that, okay? All right, I just want to review with you guys. We've talked a lot in Chapter 7 about matter. We talked about different forms of matter, which are solids, liquids, and gases, okay? So on our test, it's really going to just be a review about parts of things, which we did the other day, and then solids, liquids, and gases, okay? So a gas changes its shape and size. It does not keep the same size and the same shape. So, for example, if I had a balloon has helium in it. That is an example of a gas. If I blow a little bit of air into my balloon, it's small. If I blow a little bit more air, it gets bigger. The shape changes. It expands and its size gets bigger. And if I blow a lot of air into my balloon, the balloon gets really big. So it changes its size. It goes from a little bit baby balloon to a big balloon. So it changes its size and it changes its shape. So a gas can change its shape and size. So on the test, if you get a question about a gas, just remember my example of a balloon and how its size changes and how its shape changes. Okay, a solid. This is an example of a solid. My pencil box. This is a solid. Can this pencil box get any bigger? Just based on this pencil box alone, not adding anything to it, can I make this pencil box bigger? No. Can I change its shape? No. This pencil box is a solid. It cannot change its shape and it cannot change its size, okay? It stays the same. So a solid is something like a box. My phone would be another example of a solid. It's something you can feel, something you can touch, and it's hard usually, and it does not change its shape or size. Now a gas, you can blow air into something like a balloon and it'll expand. I can't expand this pencil box. So therefore its size and shape stays the same. And lastly, a liquid. A liquid can change its shape. I could take a liquid and change its shape, but I cannot change its size. I cannot change how much liquid I was given. Okay? For example, I have this cup of water. This is the amount of water I have. I cannot add to this water. Okay, I cannot change the size of this water. I cannot change the amount of this water. Oops, this is all the water I was given. However, this is more of a circular, kind of long cup, but I can pour it into a more wider cup, such as this coffee mug. So it's the same amount of water. There's not more water in this. Even though this mug is bigger than this, there's still the same amount of water in this mug that there was in this cup. The amount of water, the size of water did not change. However, the shape of water changed. Now it's in a wider cup. If I pour it back in here, same amount of water, but now it's just in a longer cup, okay? So the shape changed. However, the size The amount did not. Okay? So in a liquid, it can change its shape, like we just saw. I could even pour that cup of water into a bowl, and then the shape of the water would be round, right, as opposed to long. So I can change the shape, but I cannot change the size, the amount, okay? So, to review, a gas, such as a balloon, would be an example, can change its shape and can change its size. The balloon can expand, changing its shape, and it can change its size. It can start as a small balloon and turn into a big balloon. Okay, so a gas does change its shape and size. A solid does not change its shape or size. I gave the example of my pencil box. This will stay the same no matter what. The size won't change and the shape won't change. Okay, so a gas does change its size and shape. A solid does not change its size or shape. A liquid changes its size. I can pour it into a different object and the size will change. It could get rounder, it could get longer, it could get deeper. However, its size will not change. Okay? So a liquid does change its shape, but it does not change its size. I cannot make more liquid with the liquid given. Okay? It's still the same amount of liquid. If I pour a little liquid in a little cup into a huge cup, I still have the same amount of liquid. Okay? So its size does not change. The only thing that changes is its shape. Okay. Part 2. Matter. Everything around us is matter. Your textbooks are matter. Your toys are matter. Your body is matter. Okay? Matter is anything that has mass, width, and takes up space. So this whiteboard is matter, right? It takes up space in this classroom. This can of markers on my desk is matter. It has mass, it has width, and it takes up space on my desk. So matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. Everything around us is matter, okay? Everything. Now, can matter be weighed? Can I put this whiteboard on a big scale and weigh it? Yes. Matter, any form of matter can be weighed. Our body is an example of matter. If I stood on a scale, I can weigh myself. If I put this pencil box on a scale, I can weigh it. So matter has mass and takes up space. Matter is everywhere. And matter can be weighed. Okay? Okay. Lastly, in the last part of our chapter, we talked about different objects and different parts. Okay? Now, all parts of an object have a different job. So for example, I gave you guys this example last week. A car. Does everything in a car, every part in a car, do the same job? No. The engine does one job. The engine gets the car going. The wheels keep the car going, right? They move so the car can move from one place to the next. The steering wheel helps you turn places into places in right or left, right? So all parts do a different job, okay? So all parts of this car do something different. They do not all do the same part. Then lastly, we talked about how a car or any object cannot work if you take parts apart. If I were to take a car apart, take the wheels off, take the steering wheel off, even though I still and lay them next to the car, even though I have all the parts, will the car work if it doesn't have its wheels on it? No. The car needs all of the parts to come together in order for it to run. That's like any object that has different parts. You can pull the parts apart and still have them, but if you do not put them together, the object will not work. So see, I have my car without its wheels. The car cannot move because it does not have its wheels. Okay? So, to review, matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. Matter can be weighed. I'm an example of matter. I can stand on a scale and weigh myself, so matter can be weighed. All objects, everything around us is matter. Everything, okay? And do parts of an object, such as the car example, all have the same job? No, they all have different jobs, right? And can an object work if one of its parts are missing? No. An object such as a car needs all of its objects to work in order, all of its objects to be together in order for it to work. Okay? So that is our test review. Remember, gases can change their shape and size. Solids cannot change their shape and size. Liquids can change its shape but cannot change its size. So liquids is the tricky one. Okay? So I hope you guys all were able to follow along to my science review. You guys are now going to do Chapter 7 test. Your parents can read you the instructions and the answers if you need help. And then I look forward to seeing your test, and I trust that you're all going to work by yourselves. Okay? Bye, guys. Good luck.